house. Don't know where I'm in. Don't know where I'm in. Yeah, that's a vibe. Oh, it's a vibe. And that's a vibe. Yeah.
Hello guys. I will be making this video about a story time or whatever. So this is gonna be my story time about the time that I got into my first lounge, and mind you, it was 21 and over, but we're gonna get into how I got into there. So stay tuned. This was New Year's Eve or whatever, and oh my god, that day was so like nerve-wracking. Like literally, I had ordered my tickets because like to get into the lounge is either you could pay at the door or order tickets, and I decided to do tickets because it was way cheaper. So why not? It was probably like $15 online and then like $20 at the door.
That $5 matters.
My aunt was looking at tickets and she was just like, oh my god, like Lougotcash is gonna be at Alibaba. That was a place that he was performing away. So yeah, so then once she said that, I'm like, I gotta be there, I gotta go. So I was willing to buy the tickets or whatever, but I didn't have the money on my card. So she was like, I'll pay for it for you, whatever, you could just go. But then it was one problem after that, who I was gonna go with. At this point, I was willing to go by myself because listen, I don't have time. So long story short or whatever, the next day comes, now New Year's Eve. I asked my uncle to come with me and he was like, sure thing, whatever. He's always willing to go like anywhere with me. So like we was going whatever. So before that, my friends had came over, we was talking about it, and boom, my aunt was like, maybe you could try to use my ID. So yeah. My aunt is like, what, like my aunt's like, what, like 31 now? So like, look at me. Do I honestly look 31? So now is the time that we actually going to the place. So the doors opened at 9 o'clock. Yeah, the doors opened at 9 o'clock, and while we got there, like nothing was on. Like the light to the Alibaba sign wasn't on. Like nobody was there. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be like a line. Like
Nobody was there.
I was like, all right, let's just get something to eat. So we went, we got something to eat or whatever. We had got, like, it was like this chicken spot in Wilkes-Barre. Uncle get our food, we go into the car. So now we're in a car, and all you hear is a like on my window, and I'm just like, we both look, and it's like some homeless guy like, do you got change? We looking like, We drove back to the place and the sign was on. What happened? So we park up again, we finish eating our food, and then I'm just like, oh, so at this point it's already like 10, almost like 10:30. So I'm still like, ooh, about it. I'm still a little iffy. Like I'm just like, you know what, we should just go home, like just forget it. And my uncle's like, oh no, like we did not drive all the way out here for nothing. So I'm like, all right, you're right. So he was just like, put your shoes on and let's go. So I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna stop being a chicken. So whatever, we get out the car, we walk. It's like this old man, this old ass man at the stand where they check the IDs and the tickets. So me and my uncle walk up there after we finish getting patted down or whatever, and he's so old. He is like, he was really old. Like I don't even know why they had that guy there, but whatever. He's just like, you got ID? So I'm like, yeah. So I take out my ID from my back pocket, I give it to him. Mind you, like he didn't even look at my ID for more than 2 seconds. He literally just looked at it and gave it right back to me, like that's it. And then he was like, you got your ticket? And I was like, yeah. And I gave him my ticket, he scanned it, and we was in. So I'm like, that was easy. Oh my god. I don't know if it's gonna happen like that first. So like we in there, we're dancing, we talking, we listening to music, like we're just vibing. So like around like 11, I see that they start bringing out the little like things when people were performing, so you won't like jump on the stage or whatever. And I'm like, oh. So we sitting there, we standing there, whatever. So like underground rappers, whatever, they're coming, they're performing, whatever. We're still sitting there. 2 hours later, we're still there. So I'm like, okay, like when he gonna perform? Like we waiting for him, where he at? He comes around like 1:30 to the stage, and I'm like, okay, like now I'm hot. Now I'm like, my adrenaline is like rushing. And start performing until like 2 o'clock. He didn't start performing until 2 o'clock. So that means I was standing from 10 o'clock. No, I was standing from like 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock straight, and I had heels on. Like, come on, that was my first time ever doing that. But it wasn't too bad because like I think I had these really cute booties on. If I could show you them, I will. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you them. Okay, so I had these on. So like I was standing up for a long time, like 4 hours in these straight when not like uncomfortable. Like, make sure you get your size too, because like the front is kind of rough. Anyway, so then he comes out, whatever, he starts singing his song. Like, I'm hyped. Like, I don't know if I can attach videos to this, but if I can, I will attach the video of how excited I was and how close I was. Yes, I was not losing my spot. No, of how close I was, and like how like lit it was. Like, oh my god, like if I could do it again, I probably would. So yeah, so then after that, like we almost like, he's performing, he already performed my favorite song. He performed like I think like 4 songs, like 3 songs, and like at the end I'm like, okay, like, you know, we about to leave or whatever, because this is already like probably about to be 3. So I'm like, all right, I'm tired, I'm about to leave. But then like I was like, you know what, I wanted him to take my phone, so I just started like throwing my phone in the air, like seeing if he was gonna take it. Like, I really didn't know if he was, but he did. After he took my phone, he was trying to give it back to me, and mind you, it was these other like 3 girls that was next to me, and we was cool, like we was talking, like we was like really like chill, whatever. And all I know is he tried to give me back my phone, and this bitch snatched it out of my hand. So I'm like, oh my god, that's my phone. Like, why are you fighting for my phone? So she's like, oh, I didn't know it was your phone, I thought it was his. Hold on, shorty, hold on. How the fuck you thought it was his phone? How? Like, what are you doing? Like, I didn't even know what to say. Like, I'm just like, yo, is she serious? So she deleted the video and all that, and then like she, like after she noticed it was my phone, she gave it back or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna give it right back to him. So he took it right back. So she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know that was your phone, da da da. And I'm just like, it's okay, because he got it right back. that was a hell of a night. I was scared, nervous, exhausted, everything you can think of. Like, and that was my first time being in a lounge. Like, yeah, that was my first time. So, girl, well, this was a mini story time. Whoever's watching, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for my next video.